My rant today is on National Geographic's Live Free or Die. I'm watching an episode right now because I really like this show, but I do have a few problems with the way that National Geographic presents it. And if you hear a lot of background noise, you'll see obviously I'm not in the office. I'm down here, someone's doing laundry, so you gotta put up with the background noise. It's not a big deal. But National Geographic and a lot of these other channels have to do this MTV style of editing where it's like this ADH child on a sugar high just freaking out and they can't concentrate. You know, they got like what, 4 people on here, and they gotta, with some other shows too I'll cover later, they gotta flip between them. No, just show me one character, show me a whole show of that person, then show me a whole show of this person. You can make it work it. You know, but this is the Hollywood formula that they're required to follow because someone did it and it was successful. So, you know, they can't have one show, there's not enough stuff happening for this one character, so they got to cut it up in all these 4 pieces. After every commercial break, they got to, you know, do a re-establishment of it. You know, it's shorter than it used to be. It used to be really long. They'd recap it. I hate that. But they're like, oh, well, people probably just came back and they forgot. You know, I'm watching it on demand, so I don't need the recap, but I'm forced to watch it. So here's what I don't like about the show, other than how National Geographic does it. The character on right now is Colbert. Okay, since if you watch these on demand, you'll see this. Originally, they said he had a picture like he's insurance salesman or something. Said he left 25 years ago after his wife dumped him or whatever, got a divorce. Then the narrator, I hate this narrator. I hate the voice, I hate the style. It's like the Dukes of Hazzard guy. One of those, or the Swamp People guy. So anyways, Colbert is, they say, oh, he just decided to pick up and go, you know, not too long ago. That's what the narrator's saying. Like, oh, he just decided to do this. And then Colbert's telling the truth, what really happened. And they said, oh, he's retired. He's retired, so he decided to do this. No, he tells the truth that he picked up and left because he was tired of society. I agree with him. And now, the episode here is where the house burnt down, his house he built. Okay. You know, I don't know anything about him. He comes across a little bit as an actor. He could be totally honest and for real. Maybe he's in on the scheme. Maybe they burn his house down to see how he would react. Because he has multiple places to live there, little shacks he's built. Now here's why I'm saying this. So all you haters out there, just listen up. Hollywood they dictate what has to be in certain films. If it's a love film, a comedy, a horror, drama, it has to have these certain things in it. All right, there's something called foreshadowing. Look it up. You'll see it in a lot of famous Hollywood movies. The episode before this, Colbert's in there cooking, and they have him down on the ground. He pulls some hot coals out. They spill on his floor. The camera zooms right in on it. He picks up, puts back most, but it shows he missed a few. That is foreshadowing that was done on purpose. Then he leaves. Boom, the cabin burned down. Maybe they paid him. Maybe he took all his valuables, left the stuff that could survive the fire, like his frying pan, things like that. I don't know, but the foreshadowing tells me they did it on purpose. All right, this guy's lived there forever. He's obviously safe. He's obviously smart. I hope he lives there full time. I hope he's not like some other people I've researched and found out that they're fake and they don't live there year round. I haven't researched any of these guys on Live Free or Die because it's a newer show and I like it. I don't want to be disappointed like so many other shows. Some I'll rant about, some I've already have. The next one's Thorne. Thorne is cool, but I liked a lot of things he shows. I like how he's trying to do things. He's doing the fishing pole now from scratch, which is awesome. However, originally he said he was a teacher, and then they changed it up and said he was a construction worker because maybe a teacher wasn't cool enough, or maybe it would give up his real identity. He says he's only been out 7 months. And, you know, the episode shows he goes to his wife's house, his daughter's there, she comes back and forth. So I started thinking about this. I'm watching what he's doing. He wears some real funky outfits. He's trying to go 100% self-reliant. Like he's trying to be a primitive culture, learn about primitive culture. So I'm wondering, 7 months, slipped up, said he was a teacher. Could he be doing his doctoral thesis on primitive cultures? You know, maybe like with an MBA, you know, you're required to go work at a business for free while you're in the program, like an intern. Maybe that's what he's doing here. I have no idea. They don't say about the land, who owns the land, if it's his land. Colbert doesn't say the same thing. So he's making a fishing hook right now that didn't work. But that's cool. I like that stuff that he's showing how to do it. But they're presenting it as if this is what he's going to do from now on for the rest of his life. So I don't know if it's real or not. I haven't researched him. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Then the next one is Tony and Amelia. And I'd like to think that if I lived out in the wild like that, I'd be more like Thorne or Colbert. But I'd probably be more like Tony and Amelia. Although Tony's kind of freaky. He's kind of weird. He's kind of got some weird mannerisms. But people can say the same thing about me. So, and I'm glad that now they're starting to let Amelia talk more. Because in the past, she was always like in the background. Tony was hogging the camera. Never would let her talk. So I like to see more interaction like that. But what they're doing, Tony and Amelia, I could never live on the hillside. But I mean, that's where they want to live. That's all they can afford. And I shouldn't say never, because I could be forced to do that one time. But they're doing the chickens now, which I've done. So I like what they're doing. Everything they're doing is cool. I like their water system, everything they're trying to do. That's awesome. Then there's Gabriel, last one. So Gabriel is the nomadic hunter that has friends. He admits he travels from here to there, and it's like all his friends' ranches, friends' farms. You know, all these people he knows lets him come on the land. So that's cool. The best thing I love about Live Free or Die is because they're doing primitive culture. And all these modern people that are trendy, that I'm a vegan because I was brainwashed by PETA or by the Animal Liberation Front, or I was a ballerina and they said don't eat meat because it's bad, you got to be skinny, and all this brainwashing that goes on. If you ever read Pottinger's book, I believe it's Pottinger, is it? WestonAPrice.org. Look it up. They did research in the 1920s, 1930s, went around the world looking at all the primitive cultures. Not a single one was a vegan. All of them had some form of animal meat. They were all extremely healthy on their native diets, like the Eskimos. And they talked about how they got the vitamin C and the nutrients from the animals because they didn't have vegetables. When they came into town, ate the white man's diet, the SAD diet. SAD, standard American diet. They had tooth decay, they had all kinds of problems, obesity, diabetes, etc. They go back, it goes away. All of these guys, Gabriel, Thorne, Colbert, Tony and Amelia, they all say they have to have meat. I love that because they look like, if you saw them in a store somewhere, you'd think, oh, they're a vegan hippie. They don't eat meat. They're animal rights. No, Gabriel says he has to have the meat because he's skinny. Thorne says he has to have the meat because they're not doing so good. Tony says it. And Colbert, of course, does anyways, you know, from ever. So that's what I love about these people. I don't like National Geographic. I don't like sensationalism. I don't like the way they're twisting it. Because there are people out there that are stupid and are naive. Well, I shouldn't say stupid. They're just naive. They're gullible. They're going to believe all this on face value. And they're trying to make it look more jazzed up and saying, this is so wonderful. Look at what these people are doing. For all I know, Colbert could be doing this on the weekend for the summer and goes back to his job. Who knows? He could be a multi-millionaire. But anyways, that's my rant for today. They're hunting boar right now up in Santa Barbara area there with the grapevines. I've actually camped in that area in the 80s. The biting flies were out horrible until the heat in August killed them off while we were out there. We couldn't go outside. They were just biting you everywhere. But I love how they make the bows. Obviously, they're hunting now with professionally made bows, commercial bows and arrows. But I like how they try to make them. I like the techniques when they show how to make stuff from scratch. That's why I'm watching the show. So, and I like the success and failures and how so far it looks real. It doesn't look really fixed. You know, I haven't really overanalyzed it because I do enjoy seeing how they're making real products that are usable from scratch. So that is my rant for Live Free or Die. And I'll have more coming on. I have a lot more shows to talk about. I just got to get motivated to do it. Please give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe and tell everyone you know to watch to hear more rants from me. See you later.